See the stars up in the sky, picturing her last goodbyes, thinking about the way she used to say she loved me. But it don't matter anymore, 'cause I'm not the same like I was before. I've changed from life. Normally I cause a fit, running round and throwing it don't matter anymore, 'cause I've changed from before. Oh, I know when she erased me, I cried awaking in my dreams. Baby, these are just stories of me.
Here we are in the third quickie of the Hollywood Review, live on Hollywood and Vine. This is the Hollywood Review, but you know what's on Hollywood and Vine right now?
Tell me.
You see it. It's taken over the entire corner. George Lucas has come to town with Star Wars Rogue.
Well, Disney came to town with the purchased rights to Rogue One.
Okay.
And the premiere is going to be tomorrow at Mann's Chinese.
So why have they taken over Hollywood and Vine when that's Hollywood and Highland?
Maybe
they took over.
They took Hollywood and Highland.
Yeah.
This might be the biggest. This might be the biggest opening that I've ever seen.
Ever.
The whole Hollywood Boulevard is shut down.
It is like it's going to be rides and stuff, all sorts of.
Well, since we're inside the fences, I'm literally going to go find a spot and hide.
Now you saw one of the jet fighters. I'm not sure the official name. I'm not a Star Wars fan. I mean, I love Star Wars, but what is it called?
X-wing fighter.
The X-wing fighter is right there.
What?
It's sitting right there. Yeah, so if you're a super Star Wars fan, you want to get to Hollywood and Vine or Hollywood and Highland.
A real life-size model?
Yeah, it's right there.
Wow.
And it's going to turn on. They're going to turn it on. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to fly.
That'll be awesome.
But you know what's bigger than that?
Fly.
Oh, yeah.
We have Santa Claus as we're interviewing Santa Claus before he goes to his busy holiday trip and gets all these toys to all these good people and cold all the bad people.
Travel around the world?
Yeah, well, you're going to travel. You're going to Istanbul.
All around the world.
You might actually see Santa there.
Ow.
Can he ride in your sleigh?
Well, have you been naughty or nice
That's
this
a high
year,
request,
sir?
but I've been extra nice.
Yes, well,
Wait, now
we'll
is that
figure
a
out a way.
requirement? Because, like, riding in the sleigh is one. I mean, I get the presents naughty or nice, but riding in the sleigh, you can't be a little bad?
Oh, no. We're traveling to all the kiddies' homes, so we want extra nice people like this man here. And
Well,
that's
if you young kids are watching on the show, 2 shows prior to this, they were talking about the Google Map systems that actually track you and where you're going to be going around the world. And it's very, very high tech, and it's more involved than it's ever been this year. So make sure you watch Women That Work.
That was my favorite thing as a kid. I know they do it with Doppler 7000, but when I was a kid, you'd be getting ready, and they're like, Santa's coming to your, he's like, cruising over Cape Cod, and Mom's like, you better get in bed. And we'd sprint.
Well, not to blow the illusion, Santa, but we do know you have an alias when you're doing acting, when you're not doing Santa work. Your alias is David Light.
Yes, I'm David Light. I'm a character actor, and I'm also the singing Santa Claus. And I thought I might take a moment and sing you a little song.
Well, we'll have you do that at a minute to the wrap of this section, and we'll have him sing us out. We're honored to have Santa sing. But you've done some work with me as a producer. You won Sinbad, and you've done some other shows, and you've written a book, a couple books, and just share with us what you're doing now.
Well, my name is David Light, and I am also known as D. Light, the author. I have 2 books out on the greatness of women. Goddess by Choice, 21 Days to Becoming a More Fully Empowered Woman, spiritually, personally, and professionally. And then I have Treat Me Right, A Woman's Guide to the Perfect Relationship, with 28 watercolor paintings that are all done by an enormously talented 16-year-old girl that has a bit of a fairy tale quality to it.
I've seen them. I have the books.
Well, when Patrick Kirkpatrick was here, and David, we went through all that, and we went deep into that stuff, and then he rapped for you.
Yes, that's correct. Rapping Santa.
Well,
you were David at that time.
What I will say is I'm here today as David Light, the singing Santa Claus, and I want to tell people that this is not a job for me. This is a calling. I wish to bring peace and happiness and unity to all people around the world. I've had an opportunity to play Santa many, many times, and when they ask me, what is the secret to playing Santa Claus? and I say to them, love. Santa is pure love.
Yeah, absolutely.
So at this time of the year, we've got all sorts of crazy things happening here, and all I'm saying is, and we were talking about this before, this is Santa's blessing for you. This is a season of giving and receiving. And with all the wild things that are happening in the world, I see here in this room a special spirit, good people, harmony, people that want to make a difference in the world. And that is the true holiday spirit. And what my blessing to you would be, if you give the best of who you are going to receive back love, harmony, respect, and the best that everyone has to offer.
Well, Santa, you know what RC and I are doing today?
What is that?
We're involved with an organization from the Midnight Mission. They were on our show last week. Over here, Babes in Toyland at the Avalon is doing a toy drive. And we're going to bring a bunch of toys for you to give that your elves have not made. Or maybe they made them and they got into the system, and we reintroduced them back to you. We're going to help donate and raise awareness for tonight's show at 8 o'clock at the Avalon. Babes in Toyland, in conjunction with the Midnight Mission, is doing a toy drive. So make sure if you're in Hollywood, Hollywood Vine, come see the, what's this thing?
The tickets are at Babes in Toyland Charity.com.
Right.
And Santa, wholeheartedly supports that.
Well, speaking of good music with a good message, this man right here, you've been doing this for a long, long time. He has reached huge levels as a performer, and you still sometimes, quite often on Saturdays, will work in Santa Monica on the corner, spreading your message, inspiring people, working out your routine, and you're going to Istanbul. Share a little bit about what you're doing and why you still work the streets.
Well, as a scholar, as an entrepreneur, and an independent artist, it's important that I continue to never compromise my position or myself for anything outside of that, which is the movement for the people.
Right.
Collectively, consciously, unity, compassion, and evidence is my module when I'm speaking, when I'm performing. Everyone knows Chance Powell, CHANTZ, singer, trumpet player, dancer extraordinaire, representation of the youth and the next generation of real music.
Right.
Through music, culture, and education, we can change world nations, rocking the era forever. This is my mantra. This is my business motto as a CEO of Hit Station Nation Productions, my production company. Right. This is the mission statement of my company. So, telling off of attributes like, Marcus Garvey, John Lennon, Bob Marley, Fela Kuti, revolutionaries.
Right.
Visionaries.
Well, you know what you did for me?
What's that?
I wanted to get you on my show, and I didn't have any space, so we created the show, which we now call the Hollywood Review. You were my first guest ever. We started the show because I needed to get him on the air, and look what it turned into.
I know. It's a beautiful thing.
So we had to have you on almost the last show and the first show. So
Thank
that's
you.
How we do it.
It's nothing but appreciation. Mr. Bodie is one of the greatest producers, directors ever.
When Tony started the show, he's like, hey, I'm doing this new show called Hollywood Review. I just had it today. I just decided to put it together because I want to get this singer on. I'm like, cool, I can't wait to see it. We're walking down the Third Street Promenade, and who we bump into? I mean, it was that day.
Yeah,
we were like right there, and so we had a great all.
As a platform you can use from the street, it's the same module as a professional from the street, private parties, corporate parties, clubs, festivals, arenas. And that's where I'm headed. Next Thursday, I'm going to Istanbul. I'll be there for 4 days. I'm collaborating with a major clothing fashion line called Hakko, VAKKO. Have a new mixtape coming out. That's also featuring Nico, that's Neeks, Neaks, all throughout social platforms. Manimal Official from the UK, and also have another special guest I'm not going to drop right now. My album, Life is Rhythm, coming out spring 2017, as well as the new single. Music videos on everything.
Sounds good. Well, we've run out of time with this section, so we're going to have Santa sing us out for about a minute, and then we'll come back with our final and
really quick before we go. Was Tony a good or bad this year? Naughty or nice?
Tony was especially nice.
Santa said so.
Santa, go ahead and sing for us? We've got about, 30, 45 seconds, Marvin, and then we'll go to commercial break and come right back with our final one. And then next week's the final show of the year, and we're real honored you helped to start the show.
Thank
and
you,
you
Mr.
guys,
Bowden.
thank you for
Absolutely.
being here. All right, Santa, take it away.
And if you want to book Santa, you can go to Donna at santaforhire.com, or if you need an immediate booking, it's David Light at 310-936-8387. And you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why.
Oh.
Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice.